Hello, this is Susan, and we are here today in the Treasure Chest of You to speak about the energy of this new year 2022 for a moment. And I want to give you a great analogy of how it feels like it is in motion so far. But let me start by saying this past 10 days ago, I started it seems to be a first of the year, end of the year clearance sale purging that hit every part of me. So, the nausea, the headache, and you could call it flu. And a flu is a great way to do a cleanse. But I think there are better ways. I hope there are better ways because it can get really uncomfortable at times. So just to say that, it seems to happen often at the beginning of the new year for me. And I'd love to change that pattern. It seems to be something that works for me because the other side is so clear and clean and heart-centered and wonderful, brilliant, emerging and coming forward. But let's talk about new beginnings for us all. So as you know, I'm a real divine cheerleader. I love to celebrate things. And new beginnings like the solstice and the Happy New Year, 1st of January for the whole world, is a fabulous time to turn a new leaf. But how it happens often can surprise us, especially if we are gung-ho, ready to go, let's change everything now and get this party started kind of people, which I can be sometimes. So I came up with this great analogy came to me about how often new beginnings start much more quietly than we would like. It's like we have to go deep to expand. We have to go to a more peaceful place instead of going into this get the train going chaos and push against the forces. So here's my favorite analogy. So imagine you're going on a vacation. Let's imagine Hawaii. Everyone's going to Hawaii right now. Imagine you're going to Hawaii, okay? Now you get yourself ready, you get on an airplane. This is one situation where you have to get on an airplane because of the water. And of course, the first thing they tell you is to prepare by doing this, put your seat up, do this, do this, do this, do this, for your safety. It's not because they're trying to control you, it's for your safety. So there's this preparation time, not to mention the packing and all of that. But you're still all excited, you're on the plane, and you do this preparation. And then, what's the first thing that the plane does before you take off? It backs up. It backs up. So in order to go forward, there seems to be this backup, and then it turns slightly, and the engines get going, and you go a little slowly. You might have to wait a moment or two, and then the plane moves forward at the momentum so it can get things going internally in the engines, get everything working together smoothly, beautifully, strongly on the inside, right? And then you take off. Isn't that a great way to remember how often in a creative process, and a new year is a truly creative process, even though we have incredible hope and knowing that there are miracles that are going to abound this year, from the heart especially, and between people especially, fantastic. Remember this analogy, that there has to be this inner backing up, developing the deeper sense of you, the greater sense of what you have deep inside in your reservoir to bring forward. A plane does not turn on a dime and take off straight up. Now, they've developed helicopters to do that. That's another story. Or people going to the moon, boom, straight up. But just remember this, that our ability to go into that peaceful, deeper place is important. And if that means we have some physical challenges at the beginning of the year, or things don't seem like they're taking off as quickly as we would like. Understand that and go deeper within to access what it is that's in the reservoir of you for expansion for your next movement forward. So this is why, for instance, my spiritual coaching training, the Soul Mastery Spiritual Coaching Training, we don't start till the end of January, even though all of us are ready to go now. And I'll be doing an immersion, but I'm not doing it until February. It doesn't feel right to just take off in the year. We're really assessing what it is that's most valuable to us in this year and clearing the runway so that we can truly make the most of it. And as we know, there is a whole cycle to a year. So know that I'm with you in whatever phase in the cycle that you are in. You may have started your cycle back in the fall. You might have, depending on who you are and your astrology, you may have started at the solstice. We're building a firm foundation, and we so need that these days. Build the foundation, and then you can take off into the worlds that are waiting for you. So I'm with you in all of this. Many blessings to this year with deepest love and greatest peace.